Hello, hello, hello. Hi, gladiators. Hi. How art thou? How art thou, gladiators? What are we doing today? It's Mentor Monday. So that means we're going to talk about your business and we're going to do it in a boss bitch way, okay? We're going to make sure that you are learning something so that you and your business can grow. Now, why did I decide to choose this? This is something that has been on my mind for the longest. I didn't just choose this. This is something that chose me. This is something that I had embedded in my brain. Not only in my brain, just for someone who's not even really a Scandal fan, I watched, but it wasn't. I wasn't a fan. I was not a fan of Scandal. But what I can say is using the techniques that the fixer makes. Like the fixer, when we are doing those techniques, that can actually help you in your business. So I was doing a lot of research. If you know me, you know I do a lot of research. And the research that I did, I came across a lady named Judy Smith. Judy Smith is the real Olivia Pope. The real Olivia Pope is a lady who is an African American lawyer. She has a consultation firm, and she's a lawyer. I said that already. She was basically the fixer for a lot of people in politics. She's the fixer for I believe it was Tiger Woods. No, not Tiger Woods. It was Michael Vick. She was the fixer for Michael Vick, and a couple of other different people. She was the fixer for. She was the senior advisor for the Bush administration, and she helped Monica Lewinsky. So basically, she's the person who is going to fix them to make sure that their business or their persona is not damaged by the crap that they did. She's a problem solver. And that's what business people have to have, problem solving mechanisms and techniques. How am I able to be who I am, the diva, and be able to consistently receive orders on top of orders on top of orders and use those techniques? How am I able to do that? Well, I am my own fixer. I am my own problem solver. And that's what businesses are. You have to solve a problem for people, and they will pay you to solve that problem. Now, it doesn't matter what business you are in. It can be crafty business. It could be selling eyelashes and makeup and all of that and clothes. It could be whatever business you want it to be. But to basically grab your customer and make them want what you have to solve that problem. So what I decided to do was study this. And I studied this like maybe 6, 7 months ago. This was when this was before the pandemic. This is before, I mean, we knew that it was coronavirus around, but this is before we knew it was going to be nationwide like it is now. And I just decided to look into it because I noticed some of the techniques that I was doing were a fixer. I was a fixer. So I decided to write them down and study. And that's what I did. I realized that again, I'm doing the same exact techniques that Olivia Pope does in Scandal. The thing about it is she's doing it in a way to like a crisis management. That's what her job was, fixer. She was fixing the crisis at that time. What I am doing is selling my merchandise. It's not that exciting. It doesn't sound that exciting, but it's the same exact technique. The technique that I am using is basically getting my customer and grabbing my customer and making sure that my customer do not go anywhere. Now, I have some examples, and I have always tried to show proof because I don't want people to think, oh, she's just talking, she's just talking, she's just talking, and she's not really doing this. I really do have proof. I have the background and I have the knowledge because I consistently talk to my customers, and I would necessarily play these techniques down so that it works in my favor all the time. There's some times where it doesn't work, and there's times that the techniques really failed me. But you want to know something? I never stopped. I just kept going. It just didn't work for that customer. But what I would do is I would change it around because it's more than one technique. So if I know this technique is not going to work, I'm not going to pressure that customer. That's not what we're about. We don't pressure anybody. But what I am going to do is that customer is going to come back to me because that customer needs something that I have. So there's nothing else for me to do but wait patiently until that customer comes back. How do we do that and how do we get that? This is what I'm going to talk to you about. How are you going to get your customer without having to harass them? How are you going to explain to your customer, what I have is what you need? You have to be confident in yourself. That's it. Confident. I never had that in the beginning. I was not confident. It was something that I basically had to grow on. I was not confident about how I looked. I wasn't confident about how I talked. I wasn't confident about the words that were coming out my mouth. I wasn't confident at all. But I know throughout the years, I realized that you are not purposely trying to catch people's attention. You're not purposely trying to get people to buy your merchandise. Even when I wasn't selling anything, I was not purposely trying. And it was just something that just happened because you want to capture your audience. You want to not only capture your audience, you want to make it so that they feel comfortable with you. They know that you're strong, and they know that no matter what, they are comfortable. And that's what you have to show them. How are we going to be comfortable? And I'm talking like we are running the Fortune 500, right? But that's how you have to look at your business. You have to look at your business like it's a Fortune 500. And you have to keep your eyes and your mind and your body and your soul on what you want. Because if that's what you want, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get that customer and you're going to lock that customer down. I love me. I love me. I love how I am. I love how I am able to capture not only clients, but friends, family. I love how they love me. I love how they appreciate me. I just love everything about my aura and in yours. I love it. And when you have that secret, remember the book I talked about, The Secret? When you have that secret, it helps. I'm telling you, it helps. Just that confidence alone helps. Your customer will feel that confidence. Your customer is going to understand that, okay, I'm going to deal with this person who knows what she's talking about. And if she feels that much confidence in herself, then okay, I'm gonna give her a chance. This customer may not have ever dealt with me before, but I guarantee you, once she leave me or hang up or stop typing, she's going to keep thinking about that conversation. That's the power of knowing who you are. That's the power of what Olivia Pope put into Fitz, right? She made it so that he did not go anywhere. He left his wife for her because she was confident and she let him know, I am who you want. I am who you are going to be. you're not going to be anything else without me. And that's what you have to do to your customers. You have to let your customers know you are not going to do anything else unless you talk to me and you make it so that we together can make your dreams come true. And yeah, and sometimes they laugh at me because I really talk like this. Sometimes I really say, your dreams are going to come true. I'm going to make your dreams come true. I am going to give you what you need. I'm going to make sure that at the end of this day, you are going to be happy. And they are like, okay, Shauna, okay, all right. And then when they get their project, when they get that order, it's like, oh my God, you're right. Oh my gosh, Shauna. And if I could get that from people who are not purchasing my stuff, you know I'm good. I am confident in what I do. You have to be as well. Olivia Pope was confident. She knew it. She knew that not only was she confident, she has that side of her that you don't want to bow down. It was a part in the show where a security officer said, when you walk through that door, everyone stop breathing. Everyone just, they don't know what else to do. They go haywire. And then when you walk out the door, they're able to breathe. That's what you need to do when it comes to your business. You need to make everyone stop in your tracks. I don't know if you need to practice it. I don't know if you need to get a fake customer or something, but you need to do it because you show your customers that you are confident in what you're doing. I guarantee you, you will get sale on top of sale on top of sale. How am I able to get 28 orders in 2 months? How? And then not only that, not only am I getting all of those orders, they're coming. They're still coming. So if I finish 2, I'm getting 3 more. And if I finish the 3, I'm getting like 4 or 5 more. And there are some customers that are hard to come by. Really, really, really hard to come by. And they may not want to pay the money that you're saying you are going to charge. Because again, we need to pay ourselves. And we need to make sure our money is on point, right? So you just gotta say it's either A or B. There's no in between. And you're not gonna say it like that, and you're not gonna be mean about it. But what you have to explain in certain words is basically, I'm your fixer. I have that drug you need. And it could be just a blanket, but that blanket is what you need. You can't get it from anywhere else. You can't go to Walmart and get that blanket. You can't go anywhere else. And what I started to do was I had to make the dreams come true, right? I had to make sure that I made it so that they don't go to Walmart. And I had to make it so that they are not going to anyone else. I had to make their dreams come true. So what did I do? I started changing things around. So I started getting their story. Again, this story. Their story is what helps me know what they want. Then I tell them my story. My story is what helped them know that they really want to get this from me. Your story, me, breast cancer, I started this business because X, Y, and Z. And sometimes I don't even have to say it because my social media can speak for itself. So some of my customers already know, wow, you're such a powerful woman. I want to support you. I want to do this. I want to do that. And that's what helps me because I start on all avenues. It's not just YouTube platform. I have so many other platforms where I do the same thing, and I try to put out like positive information. I try to put out things that will help you and I, and they see that. So when they see that, they want to know, okay, I want to purchase something from her. And I'm not sure yet. Some people just say, I just want to purchase. They don't even know what they're purchasing, but they just want to purchase, right? So what do? You go and you be Olivia Pope and you make their dreams come true. You make it happen. You just, and then sometimes I'm funny. So sometimes they laugh at me. So you have to be all of the above. You have to be funny. You have to be smart. You have to be courageous. You have to be all of that when it comes to that customer. And you got to understand your customer is the person who's going to give you that $400, $500 for that item that you want, right? It's going to be $100 or more. So you just want to make sure that you are fixing and you are solving their problem, right? You want to solve their problem. So what I mean by solving their problem, well, I explained that I will see someone say, oh, I'm going to be a grandma, or I'm going to be a mommy for the first time. I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that. That's your cue to be your gladiator, right? That's your cue to say, how can I help you? Or, you need this. I guarantee you will like this. And you just make their dreams come true. They can be in a sorority. They could be, daddy could be in a fraternity. It could be a truck driver, like anything. And then you could put all of that together so that you could make their dreams come true. It will not be an image that you see all the time because you want it to be customized. Now, I'm talking about graph ganning, but say, for instance, if you wanted to do clothing, if you're doing clothing, you want to make sure that they design, but then you add this and that. You want to take over the conversation. Take control of the conversation. I don't think a lot of people agree with me with this, but it helped me and it works with me, and I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. What I mean by taking control of the conversation. Taking control of your customer is hard in the beginning. Because in the beginning, I'm like, who the hell do I think I am? I can't just do this. And the more and more I got comfortable with myself, the more I realized this is working. You have to realize, if you are crocheting, your customer, or knitting, your customer obviously may not know how to crochet or knit. They want something that they do not know how to do. So they don't know what you are capable of. They don't know what you can and can't do. So this is why taking control of that conversation is the best thing ever. What I would do is I would just let the customer know, like, okay, I could do this and I could do that. And I'm going to do some samples. There are some people out there that will say, I want this, I want that, I want this, and that's it. That's it. I don't want it. I don't want nothing else. I just want this. And then that's when I will say, okay, you know what? Let me do some samples for you. So I would do some samples and then I would show them the samples. The thing about it is, what I think works for me is if I get a picture, someone sends me a picture, and it may not even be a graphic. It could be a picture of a baby bunting. And that baby bunting may be, to me, plain and corny. But this is what your customer want, right? So this is what y'all do. You guys, you crocheters out there, you knitters out there, what would you do? You would say, okay, and you would go find a pattern, or if you already had the pattern and you do it, right? Well, I would not. I don't do that. What I would do is I would take that and then I would say, hey, why don't I add this to it? Why don't I add that to it? Do you like this? This would look so cute if you add this. And I would just show them samples and I would make it worth their while because I'm trying to maximize my money and take control of the situation. You're trying to take control because they don't need to go anywhere else but right here. Okay, you need them to go right here. You want them to be able to do what you want to do. You want them to be able to like it, love it, and come back to you. So that's why I mean taking control of it, because sometimes the items that they pick are like, why are you choosing that? Like, why? And you guys run with it and do it because, right, a customer is always right. Why do we do that? Because we want to just give the customer what they want. Like I said, sometimes they don't know. They only see what they maybe had screenshot before, or if they looking around and they see a picture and they be like, oh, I like that. So this is your chance to show them that there's way more to it than just that. I love the way I am able to talk to them. I'm able to make dreams come true and make it so that they, even if they don't purchase it right then and there, they will come back. And that's what I found that my customers are doing. So I let them go and I let them ponder. And then a month or two, maybe even 3 months, they come back. And that's what a lot of my customers do. A lot of my customers don't want anything right then and there. So when your customers say, okay, I'll think about it, you guys want to what they want real quick and lower your price so that they can give you money right then and there and you can make this so that you can make your sale. And that to me is not the best way to do it. You can if you want, but I wouldn't. And Olivia Pope won't either because she wants to maximize her dollar. She don't want that little bit of money that they're trying to give you. She wants more. She wants more. She wants them to pay top dollar. And the way she wants it to be in her pocket is the way she has to set it up and make it control, basically take control of that situation. And that's basically what I do. When I have some of you guys say, my customer wants this, can you make this? Or I need this done and I need you to graph it for me. Sometimes I say, you want me to Divavise it? No, this is what my customer wants. Well, do your customer even know there's another option? No, because that's what she wants. Well, then maybe you need to see if there's another option. Because if there's another option, that can maximize your dollar. Because the more detailed it is or the colors. So if you already spoke about prices and all of that, then that's a problem because you talked about a price and everything before I did the graph and not knowing how that graph is going to look, how many colors you're going to have. You need to not do that. You need to make sure you know everything about that item before you even give a price. It's okay to say, I will get back to you. It's okay. It's okay to say, I need to figure out how much is the materials and I need to figure out, how long this is going to take me before you give a price. Don't give a price right then and there. Sometimes take your time. Take your time with your price. When you take your time with giving prices, that right there will give you more time so that you can maximize your dollar. That's what I do. What I do is I also show them different examples, other items, things that I think would be good. So I came across to a lot of you who may not have that eye, may not have the right color, touch of colors. You may want to do the same things all the time, plain Jane. So when you do that, you start losing customers because customers don't always want what everybody has. They want something different. They want to be able to go to you and get something that nobody else has. And not saying that it's not going to be that same design, but jazz it up a little bit. Make it a little bit different. And this technique is something that I use all of the time. It can be, depending on what it is, it was at one point in time stressful because I found myself doing so many different customized items that it was like throwing me out of whack. But then I realized, Shauna, you could still be able to use the same graph and revamp it. So that's when I started coming up with the revampation. And I started revamping my designs. And revamping my designs is you might change the color and you might take this out and that out or put this in and put that in. And that's how you customize it. So I might have just a Mickey Mouse, and the Mickey Mouse might just be standing there, and I might just put the name on the top. Now, I could take that same graph and put a name on the top as well, right? That's a different graph. But what Diva do is, I know mommy, she loves Mickey Mouse, and her baby, his name may be Sarah, but we know that mommy theme for her baby shower is elephants. So the theme of the baby shower is elephants. So what am I going to do? I'm going to add an elephant in here somewhere. I'm going to add a little bit of what the baby shower is or what the element of the nursery is, just so that it can match what mommy like, what baby is going to have, and she will love it. I found myself doing that to almost everybody's order. So when they see all of the things that not only am I showing the graph, but I'm also showing my actual work. When they see me spit them out like crazy, they're thinking in their mind, oh my gosh, wow, she is like really doing it. She's doing it big. And they really say that to me. Like I got a message earlier today from one of my OES sisters saying that. And this is someone who a couple of months ago asked me to make a Haitian flag blanket. And I know that the blanket in order for me to make that Haitian flag, I would have to make it huge and it would not be a baby size. And so I explained this to her. So what I did do, I said, I'm going to show you some examples. And that's what I did. I showed her some examples and I created a different types of Haitian flag with the heart or Haitian flag with the baby feet and hands. And I just changed it all around to make it different. She said, oh, well, that's not exactly what I wanted because I just wanted him to have just the flag, just the plain flag. So I was like, okay, but I know I can't execute that because I need to make it bigger. We're crocheters. I can't knit, and I wasn't going to knit it, but I do know I already put the ideas in her head. And then I said, okay, all right, good luck. Today, she goes, I see you, Diva. I see you, Diva. I'm gonna, she's like, I'm gonna still need that Haitian blanket. I didn't do anything else. There was nothing else for me to do. I put it in her head. And when you do that and you put that in your customer's head, they're going to keep thinking, damn, that looked nice. It's not what I wanted. But dang, that is hot. And what did she do? She came back. She wants it. A lot of my customers do that because you're giving them almost like tunnel vision, like how Olivia Pope, she told them, you got A, you got B. Either you're gonna screw Melly or BVP. You gotta choose either or. There's no in between. There's no out. There's no other way. And that's basically what I'm telling my customers without telling my customers. Basically, I'm trying to explain. I'm using two hands. That's it. This is what I can do. But when I do it, I'm gonna make your dreams come true. And you just gotta be confident. hold yourself to a higher standard. I had a hard time doing that. I had such a hard time doing that because in order to hold yourself to a higher standard, you got to have confidence. I didn't have that. You got to have self-esteem. I didn't have that. You have to be that type of person that walks with their head held high. And no matter what, someone will say no, and you will say, okay, I'll be back later. And then they'll still say no, okay, I'll be back later. It's going to be a day you're going to need me. It's going to be a day you're going to want me. And that's what you got to do. You got to run your business like it's the last thing in the world. Think about it, right? We're in a pandemic. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people are living off of money that they saved for retirement, or if they saved for something that they wanted to do. And now you have to think, because this is the perfect time to think, how am I going to live? God forbid something else happens. I don't want to be in that position where I'm living on somebody else's dime. So if my boss decides I'm not doing this no more, I don't have a business anymore, I'm going bankrupt, I have to lay you off, you need to know how to fall back and say, okay, I got this. I have this talent. I'm going to use this talent and I'm going to make it happen. It's not overnight, but you have to have strength, discipline, and approach it like you a badass. I say that because that word diva, for some apparent reason, it kind of sort of changed me. Because like I said, I didn't have self-esteem. I didn't think of myself as this diva. I didn't think of myself like that. I don't know if it was the bad relationship that was going out the door, me turning 40. This was 2 years ago, me turning 40, or I don't know. I don't know what it was. It was just one day it clicked. And when it clicked, it clicked. And I was in my room looking at myself in the mirror like, damn, Shauna, you pretty. And then this just came out of nowhere. Then I'm like, you really did this. You really did this. You didn't need that man. You didn't need that man, because after 12 years, in my mind, I'm thinking, what am I going to do now? I've been doing it all along. You have to have confidence in yourself and realize that you can do it. And you don't need anyone else to help you. You don't need anyone to tell you anything different. Do not be afraid. Don't be afraid. Keep moving on. And if someone say no, it's okay. Because then they're going to look back at it and say, dang, why didn't I take her up on her offer? They're going to be sad, and that's okay. It's all right, because it wasn't meant for you and them. It wasn't meant for you to have anything done with them. It was so many people that I came across that did not have confidence in what I was trying to do. And don't look at crochet as a business, as a way of making money, as a way of making a living. So I have to show them otherwise. And I think that's another thing that I accomplished. And I'm excited that I accomplished it, because I'm able to actually say, I did it. I did it. And because I'm able to say that to those people, it's almost like a slap in the face. Because here you are telling me that's not no job. You can't do this. You can't make a living with this. And I'm doing it. So that's what you need to think about when you decide that you want to do this business and be for real with it. when I say don't be afraid of conversation, do not be afraid to talk to your customers. There's some of you who told me that you were so shy. Don't be shy. For what? We are all human. There's nothing. I mean, the worst that they can say is no. That's the worst they can say. If they say no, it's okay. It's okay because it's other people out there who is going to buy our products. I've had people that said no. They may come back later, but I did have people that say no to me. And it's okay. It's fine because that's just not your customer. You have other customers. And when you realize that, you will realize that you are worth way more than what that no is. You're worth way more than that. Know your product inside and out. I got caught a couple of times a while ago when a customer asked, well, do this happens when you wash it, or do this happen? And when you don't know these things, that means that you don't know your product, and then that means your customer is not confident in buying it. When that happens, you might lose more than one customer. You know, that one customer can get you 3 or 4 more. What you need to do is make sure you know the yarn that you're using, how it washes, how different detergents soak it up. If you smoke, you need to know how can the smoke come out. If you have pets, how can you make sure that your yarn do not touch the pets? Like, these are things you need to know. And some people just don't know because you have not experienced it. You may not have experienced it. So you approach the customer as basically saying, let me get back to you, or just know your product. I am the type of person that do research. I love to research just about everything. And when you know the story of something and you know the background of something, it really helps. It helps. It helps your business and it helps your customer. So just don't forget that. Don't ever. Something is biting me, I think. I keep scratching. I think it's a mosquito. But be a fixer for your client's problem. So if your client needs um a shawl and they just want a shawl to go maybe to church with, or they don't know that there are 10,000 shawls out there. They don't know that certain shawls can, it could be short, it could be long, it could go around. It is so many different shawls out there. They don't know how much of a hard time we have when we look at patterns. They don't know. But what you have to do is know your customer, get your customer's information. And once you write all that information down and you know exactly who your customer is, what they're using it for, and how they want it, what colors, then you can be able to either create, design, or find the right pattern for them. You're also not only doing that, you're also finding the right pattern that is best for you too. Because remember, like, some of them show us crocheters knitted stuff and not realizing it's not knit, or that we can't knit. Like I said, they don't know. You have to show them. Or if you're in a business where you're making earrings or jewelry or stuff like that, you have to just know when you're making earrings, you got to make sure that if I'm tugging on this, is it gonna fall? Is my design gonna fade? Like, these are the things that I ask when I'm ordering my stuff, because I want to make sure that when I'm giving you my money, I'm going to make sure I have this for a good long time. I know it may not be real, but what I want to know is, what can I do to get the maximum amount of the money that I'm giving you? I want to know these things. And so I do that for my customers. Sometimes I just tell them, and I just say, okay, so you want this, this is it's gonna look like this. And They don't know. They don't know. You have to let them know. And being Olivia Pope about it is basically being confident, because you can't just say, "Oh, you're sure all this, you're sure all that." You can't just do that. You have to be confident, and you have to know exactly what you are giving them. You have to know that. And you be the fixer of crochet or lashes or makeup or whatever you want. Get clients' wants and needs. I already said that. You just basically so like a consultation. I treat it like that. I treat my clients like they're at a free consultation. Now write it down. And that's why I love that I have my crochet journals, and I love that I'm able to write in it like I'm consulting a client for my product. I love that I'm able to do that. I love the fact that I am able to get their wants and their needs and make their dreams come true. And you do it like that. You make it a big deal. You make them want to spend as much money as possible. 300, 400 for that blanket. Some people say, I can't do that. I can't charge that much money. Well, you do all of the work that I'm telling you to do. You're going to be like, okay, yeah. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I can't charge anything more. Now, a lot of people are always asking, how much do you charge? How much do you charge? How much do you charge? I did not always charge $300, $400, $500 for a product because I was not knowledgeable. I was not knowledgeable. I was not in control. I was basically ignorant to knowing what I'm worth, knowing I'm too busy worrying about the customer. Something is in here. I'm too busy worried about the customer. I'm too busy worrying about how that customer is going to feel, how that customer is going to react, if that customer is even going to pay. Because again, I'm worried about whether or not I'm going to get that dollar. I don't need to worry about whether I'm going to get that dollar. I need to worry about how I'm going to maximize that dollar, how I'm going to make it from that $150 to maybe $250. That's what I learned how to do. I take all of my products and I give them a base price. And during my consultation, I maximize it by adding like an a la carte. And then I show them. And when you show your customers these things, then they go like, oh my gosh, I have to have this. I want this. Because again, they don't know. They don't know. You have to show them so that they can know and that they could change their minds and make it work. They're going to make it work. I'm telling you, they are going to make sure that they give you their dollars. They're going to make sure. Thank you. Thank you, PG. I appreciate you. See, I have Snapchat. Oh, goodness. I have the super chat now. And you know what? Thank you, Miss PG, because I'm not used to doing super chat. So I did not tell you that the super chat is active. All you have to do, so IG, I have IG on, but if you want, come on over to YouTube because IG is going to be turned off in a few minutes. But if you come on over, the link is in my bio. I am able to give you all of the goodies, all of what I am doing, my research, and give you all of the great information that you can have to make your business work. And if you want, if you appreciate it, all of the hard work that I'm doing, the super chat is right down there. I'm also in the process of making memberships. The memberships are going to come up where when you do a super chat and if you do donations, then you're going to have a little emblem by your name, and that highlights you. And then you also are able to receive perks, and you're also able to receive giveaways and certain things. I'm so excited about it. So I'm still in the process of fixing up the whole membership, but I guarantee you by Sunday it will definitely be there waiting for you. And I already ordered the little shenanigans for the back, because in the back I'm going to highlight every time you do a donation in the super chat, it's going to come up back here. I'm so excited about that. Thank you so much, Miss Peachy. I appreciate you, because I didn't mention that at all. I'm just giving my information for free. I tell all the goods. I tell all the goods, and I don't ask. I just don't. I don't ask. But thank you. I really do appreciate you. You have to be average to amazing. So I thought I was below average. I really didn't think I was even average. But you have to be above that. You have to make sure that you are like, bam, like that person that comes into the party and just blows it. I was never that. Now I am. I don't know how that happened though. I really don't. I don't know how the hell that happened, but I do know when I was in high school, when I was in high school, my best friend always said, it's always Shauna. It's always Shauna. It's always Shauna. And I didn't know what I was doing. I just liked to enjoy myself because I didn't go out a lot. I didn't party at all. So when I did go, I wanted to have a good time. And do people know my name when I leave? Maybe. But I'm not that wild person. I just like to have fun and be known and sociable. That's what you have to do in your business, because you got to speak to people. You got to let people know I'm here. Hello, come get my product without even saying it. And that's what I learned how to do. I learned how to capture their attention. When I go out, I capture their attention by wearing my earrings. Well, this says Shauna, but I always like to wear my earrings that has my logo on it, or my shirt that has my logo on it. I now am I'm getting some keychains made with my logo on it. I have pins with my logo on it. Like, I have everything. So I capture all avenues. So if someone say, do you have the time? I will pull out my phone that has my logo on it. And then if someone needs to borrow a pen, I come out with my pen that has my logo on it. And I'm like, oh, you can't take my pen because you're going to always have my picture on it. Like, I always have a comeback. I always have something to say. I walk down the street. The people in my neighborhood know who I am because they know I am the Crochet Diva. And then I have the shirt that says the real crocheter of Jersey City. Of course, they say they don't know anybody else who crochet, and it could be 10 damn people out there that crochet, but they know me. Why? Because I'm making it known. People out there that I don't even know. Hey, crochet girl. Hey, crochet lady. Hey, diva. I don't know who they are. But because I made myself known, when they want something, they know if I'm going to the store or something, they'll say, oh, that girl, that, yeah. Somebody left a message with the bodega at the corner. Left a message with someone at the bodega in the corner and said, when the crochet girl come in, could you please tell her I need a hat and scarf for me and my daughter? And I said, excuse me? How you know it's me? Because you the only one that come in here with your logo on every damn day. Like, sorry. I do, though, because I want my brand to be known. How else did McDonald's get their brand? Like, little babies, toddlers know what McDonald's is, Burger King is, Pizza Hut. They know these things because it's known. It's in their face all the time. Get people to know your brand. If they don't know your brand, they don't know that when they need to come up with a gift idea, you're not going to come up. You're not going to come up. You have to make that known. Your brand. Make your brand stand out. Olivia Pope them. Make it stand out. Walk like you that diva, okay? When I do that and I walk out there in that street, I walk like I am Like, bam. Some guys, they, hey, mama, can I talk to you? Hey, ma, can I talk to you? No, I'm taken. And they may not even want me, but because in my damn head, I'm thinking, y'all all want me. I'm crazy. But it works. It works. That bold ass me, just being bold, just being awesome, just being amazing, just being me. The secret, it works. It works. I'm telling you. How the hell I get from being welfare recipient to not have to worry about them at all? Come on. This is not a game. This is real. You have to have that vision and stick to that vision. Be disciplined in your vision. If you're not disciplined, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Your dreams without goals are just dreams. And I heard that so many times. Like, I heard that from different people. I heard that in different avenues. And it just stuck in my head because I'm a Pisces. I'm a dreamer. I fairy tale everything. Everything is a big dream to me. Then I thought, I daydream. Oh, I'm going to have my prints. Oh, I'm going to have this. Oh, I'm going to have that. And then someone said to me, manifest it. Manifest it. Yeah, like it was just that simple. Manifest it. I did. I manifested. I manifest my relationship. I manifest and not just the relationship, but the bond, the friendship. Not just to say I have a man, but to say I have a best friend. I have someone who supports me. I have someone who loves me. I have someone who appreciates what I do. Know that I work a long time, many hours, and the struggles and that dedication that I'm putting into this business. Appreciates it, understands it, and won't manifest that person that is going to say, how can I help you? How can I help you make your dreams come true? That when someone says, okay, I will learn how to do that so I can help you. Come on. You manifest what you want. You manifest your needs. When you want your business to go up, you have to manifest it. You have to believe in it. And don't settle for the naysayers. It doesn't matter. If they say no, you're going to say, it's okay. It's okay. I'll be back. It's all right. And again, I'm old school. So when it comes to certain things, I'm not really on social media like that. So what I would do is more of the old way. And what I would do is I would take my thoughts and everything that I'm putting into my business and I would do it on like a one-on-one or send an email or how am I going to get you to see my stuff? I'm very creative in so many different ways. So I learned how to use graphic arts, which is something that I used back in the day to make money as well. I was making money just about other things as well before I started doing this crochet stuff. I was always crafty, but I always had that eye for design and art. So when I do graphic arts and videos and stuff, I'm always looking at the big picture. I'm looking at, I can do this and I can do that. And when I do the picture, a lot of people say, you are so good. Like, how did you learn to do that? Or how, you're editing all of this. And I can actually take a picture. And it was just one day. One day I heard my mom and my godmom said it was like 6 of them or 5 of them. And they never took a picture all together. All 5 of them. They never took a picture of all 5 of them together. It was always them in separate pictures. And they could never do it because one of them passed. I took that picture and I made it look like they were together. How I did it, never took the class, I just said, I'm going to do it and I'm going to try it. And that's what we need to do. You may not know how to do it, but it ain't nothing wrong with practice. There's nothing wrong with trying. There's nothing wrong with doing and asking that person that is able to help you. I have a mentor workshop where those people who took my coaching sessions, I'm putting them in a group. I said I was going to do it Wednesday, but y'all, girl, I was so busy. But they're going to be in this group and I'm going to help them. So what we talked about in that session, we're going to help them get to where they need for their business. And in 30 days after that first time that we spoke, we're going to see how much it changed. And that's what I am going to do with them. So anybody else want any coaching sessions? It seems like everybody wants to pay for the coaching session instead of doing it live for free. I don't know why, but I've been doing the rest of them like not on live. So if you want a coaching session so that I can help you with your business, it's live free. As long as you on live, it's free. But if not, it's $40. If you want me to do a coaching session behind the scenes, just video chat, you and I, then that is fine. It's $40 and you still are able to be in the mentor program. And so the mentor program that I am designing is going to basically help you be the Olivia Pope of your business. How I came up with some of these things, and it wasn't just me, it was all the research that I did from other businesses. The research that I looked up for people who had came from nothing to something. Now I tend to gravitate more towards that type of scenery, like Lisa Nichols, and there's other motivational speakers out there who came from damn near nothing and made multi-million dollars based off of the research and knowledge and never giving up. You can't give up. You can't give up. You can't give up on anything that you have your mind and your heart and your body and your soul. You can't give up. You think Olivia Pope gave up when she got that? No, it's okay. It's okay though. It's all right. So doing a lot more does not mean you're getting a lot done. So I think that's what a lot of us are thinking. We do a lot of crocheting, right? We're always crocheting. But are you making money? You can do a lot of crocheting and say, I'm doing this and I'm making this, but you are not making any money. That is what you have to ask yourself. Am I doing a whole lot, but you're not really doing it? You have to realize that it's okay to crochet, but when you are going to do your crochet or knit or whatever you're doing, make it worth your while. Make it for someone special. If you're just starting and you want to start developing your customers, I gave them for free. I gave them out for free. And what I did was when I gave them out for free, I made it for that specific person, but I made sure that they took it and they put it on their platform or they showed someone or they told someone. I made the what is it? The overalls over there. I made that for my son's girlfriend. And I made her a couple of other things that what she did was she took it and she wore it around her college. And that's how now see, let me tell you about the little kids, the college kids. They don't want to buy $100 bathing suit from you because they can go to Fashion Nova and buy it for like $20, right? So IG, you're about to get cut off, but if you want to continue, you can go in my bio and my YouTube. My YouTube link is in my bio. And I'm sorry, but that's just IG for you. It only gives you an hour. But that is one thing that I had to think. These little kids, they may not have the money. That's not my concern, though. It's not. So what I would say is tell your mom, tell your dad to buy it for you. I would have that conversation with them about that. Maybe they can purchase this for you for your birthday. If you say you wanted this and I can make it worth your while, then fine. But they're not going to do it. And I don't want them to. They need to focus on other stuff. They need to focus on themselves. So what I had to do was I had to have her, because I stopped using her. What I did do was I had her wear them, but I noticed that when she wore them to like different functions where there's other people who are not college kids and they're not broke. And that's how she was able to get me a couple of other orders. But then I realized yeah, clothes is not for me. So I stopped with the clothes. I wanted to at one point in time, but yeah, clothes is not for me. So I'm not doing the clothes. What else? Okay, so wait, this is gonna cut. So we spoke about that. Do not listen to the naysayers. The naysayers are no. Forget all of them. It doesn't matter. So procrastination. I had the worst luck because I procrastinated a lot. I always put stuff off to the side. Don't do that. When you do a goal, when you have a goal, write it down. Or you could do my session. When you do my session, you can definitely benefit off of my session, and I can help you do your vision board and help you start your goals, and we could figure out your wants and your needs. That's what you need to do. You need to figure out your wants, your needs, and execution. And writing them down, you're able to see. You're able to see your goals. Because I used to say to myself, I don't need to write it down. I already know what my goals are. But once I wrote it down, I was able to execute it. I was procrastinating, though. I was procrastinating because I kept saying, I need to wait. I need to wait. I need to wait. There's no need to wait. Sometimes you don't have the time to wait. This is the perfect time for you to just get up and do what you need to do. You need to get up. You need to make it happen and make that money. No more procrastination. Discipline and consistency was very hard for me because I'm complacent. Very, 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 very complacent. I do not like change. I like for things to happen the same way over and over and over and over. But I realized once I just did what I needed to do, things changed for me for the better. And so this is how I was able to see my goals and move on and move forward towards that goal. When I didn't write it down, I just had in my head, I want to do this. I want to have a business. But I didn't have the steps I needed. When I wrote it down, I actually saw the steps. I saw each step that I needed to do to get closer and closer and closer to my goal. And that's what we need to do. You need to write it down. When you see your vision board and you see it every day and it's written down and you can actually say, wow, I accomplished this, but I still need to do that. I accomplished that, but I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep working on that. That helps. And to actually check off what you accomplished. It was very emotional for me because it was to the point where I said, wow, I really came from not having a lot, being homeless, being on welfare, not knowing where I was going to live, if I was going to live. These are serious things I had to go through. So the fact that I was able to accomplish this, I was given a chance. Because I was given that chance, I took advantage of that chance. Because I was given that blessing and the talent that I could use my hands to create something, I took advantage of that. I took advantage of what was given to me. What I had to do was keep being consistent and keep pushing. I'm saying that because, think about it. When we watch Scandal, Olivia Pope, she's this powerful, beautiful woman who you think she has everything, but she's human. She's human. It was times she caved in, but she didn't want nobody to know that she caved in. And that's us. You don't need to let anybody know you crying. I don't mind. I don't care. But some people don't want people to know that. You want to be able to be tough and firm. And that's fine. But it's okay to be human. And it's okay to cry. And it's okay to fail, because failing does not mean that you have to stop. It just means that it's a standstill and you just keep on pushing, just as long as you have that dedication and consistency. How I was able to do this. Example, YouTube. I did YouTube. I did videos. I did the work. I did the editing. I put it together. I consumed my life with doing YouTube, and I was not successful. When Little John did that video, 21 African American crocheters, and she put me in there, I only had like maybe 700 people, maybe. And she was saying, you did 700 subscribers and you didn't even use SEO. No, because I'm old fashioned. I don't want to use SEO. I'm not good with hashtags. I'm not good with the search engine analysts and certain words that you have to use. I'm not great with that. I'm not great with that at all. But the fact that I was able to get the 700 people, I still can't even tell you. But once like I said, a couple of months ago, it just clicked. 3 months ago is when I started being consistent on here. Maybe 4 months ago, 3 months ago, I started to be consistent, and I did a schedule. And on that schedule, I stuck to that schedule, and I did it consistently every single week, maybe more. And I did it, and I didn't stop. And no matter what, whether I had a computer problem, whether I had a problem, whether I was in pain, whether I was late, whether I did it. If I canceled that one day, I made sure I did it the next day. No matter what, did it. I did it. Because I did not want to hear in the back of my mind, oh, well, she didn't do it. She didn't complete it. But I did it because I knew if I just keep doing it and keep pushing and just keep going, I will be able to finally get to where I need to go. Now, I'm not finished. I'm not stopping, but I at least made it over that threshold, because some people still are trying to make that threshold. You have to get 1,000 subscribers, and it has to be within 12 months. So say if you made 1,000 and a whole 12 months passed and you only at 900, you have to start over and you have to do another 1,000. That's what Facebook does. Then, not only that, you have to get 4,000 watch time hours. 4,000. It's a lot when you don't think about it. When you think about it, you may say, "Oh, that's not bad." That's a lot, because when I started calculating it, and I started looking in the beginning when I first started this, because I was very impatient. I was steady looking almost every damn day. Every day I'm looking. And did it go up? And it was going up little by little. Little by little, like 200, maybe 150. And then like every other day, another 200. maybe another 75. So that 4,000, that took 3 months, maybe 4 months. And the only reason why is because I was consistent. So once you get past that threshold, and once you go over that 4,000 watch time hours, that 1,000 subscribers, then you have to fill out this form. You got to be verified, and you got to make sure that you're following the guidelines. So once you do all of that, right, then they can say you have made it in YouTube creator. You are a YouTube creator. That's what they call you, a YouTube creator. So now that you are a YouTube creator, this is what you have to do. This is what you need. And so I get emails now saying what I need to do and how I need to do it and what I need to do to maintain this. How I get super chats, how much money they're taking. This is all of what I had to do to be consistent. Do you get money from just doing this? Yeah. Is it a lot? No. I literally will probably get 10 cents. And that's no lie. I can show you. 10 cents. The last video I did yesterday, I got a super chat for $5.01. So I got $5.01. But after YouTube take their part, I probably would get $3 and that 1 cent. So please believe I cannot just do this alone. I have to have other avenues. Because I love to give information, and I love the fact that I'm able to share the information that I do research for, and I actually ask different people. And the fact that I'm able to give out that information, I am doing it because I'm doing it from the heart, and I'm doing it because it's a blessing. I was spared. My life was spared to help others. I don't know what else I would do if I was given chance after chance after chance after chance. The best thing for me to do is to take the talent that I have, the wisdom that I have, the researching, and all the other things that follow to give, because I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. So yeah, I do this for literally kibbles and bits. I do. But I'm consistent, and eventually it's going to pay off. Eventually I'm looking for more than the 10 cent, maybe $1. If I get $1, I'm happy. At least I know the work that I'm doing is not in vain. At least I know that. And I'm good. And I'm fine with that. So what you want to also do is plan daily, monthly, weekly. Planning. Okay? You got to plan. I did not do that. So my days were so chaotic that my day can be just anything happen, anything goes. And when that happens, I sometimes forget, or sometimes I'm doing this. It's kind of sort of like the time management video that I'm working up to do. Like I said, it's a lot to it. So we do not plan to fail. We fail to plan. And so this is why I think it's best that you plan and you write it down. And when you say, I want to do this is my goal, you plan. How are you going to do that goal? What are the barriers in between there that you can't get to your goal? How can we conquer those barriers? How did your story help you? How is it hindering you? How does something that is going on in your life right now helping or not helping? How can we fix that? And that's where we have to go back to Olivia Pope, right? She's a fixer for everybody else, but who's going to fix you? Who's going to problem solve for you? So that's when we have to think of the supporters in our life, the friends in our life, the significant others, the husbands, the wives, all of the above, those who are going to support you. Take advantage of it. Take advantage, because I never wanted anyone to do anything for me because I was always the giver. But I realize now I don't mind taking, because you need rest. You need you time. You need to make sure that you are good so that everything else is good. If you're not good, everything else crumbles. Olivia Pope, remember, how did she get her staff? How was she able to have so much trust in them? How was she able to know that they're not going to tell, or they're not going to go against her? They did that because she helped them. She knew who she was going for. She knew she found the right people, the people that were vulnerable, the people that needed help but couldn't find help or didn't have the help. So she helped them to get out of the situation. She's the fixer, she's the problem solver. So she helped them to get them out of that situation so that they can be able to be at her beck and call. That's what she did. That's kind of sort of what we are doing. And I say that because I'm not saying you have to manipulate anyone. You just want to get people to that you can trust, and you want to make sure that they trust you, and you want to make sure that um they're not going to mess with your money. They're not going to mess with your products. Like, when you want to be able to do a business and get a little bit more, you're going to need some help. Every time I need help, every now and then I need help. Every now and then I do get help. And I'm very appreciative over the help that I get. You just have to make sure that you trust them and they trust you. Help them. And set boundaries, but make sure that you understand that you need help. You need to be selfish sometimes. And so I am going to take questions. And if you have a question, I will answer your question. Diva, that book, I can't see. I need my glasses. Diva, that book you got from Busy Peach, I think. What was the name of it? I think it was To Keep a Schedule for Your Orders. No, it's a journal. It's a crochet and yarn journal. You could go to her page, bzypeach.com. Do we have any other questions? Any other questions? I am going to do some more sessions, but this, like I said, the sessions are going to be not online, because not everybody is comfortable being on camera. So I do them online and I do them offline. It's free online, but it's $40 offline. Why? Why do I do that? I do that because this is my platform to eventually make more than a dollar. I want to eventually make more than $1. In order for me to do that, I have to do certain things on YouTube in order to get more of you to watch. Not only that, I believe whatever I am talking to them about, I am helping someone else. So I'm basically killing two birds with one stone. The thing about it is I'm guiding this person. I may not be guiding you, but at least I can answer certain questions. Again, I'm doing this for free. So if I can come online and help someone out, but in the meantime, that's helping my channel, I don't see any issues or problems with that. I don't think that I know for a fact everyone do not want to be online because I did not. Like 3-4 years ago, you couldn't get me to be on here. So that's definitely understandable. But again, I'm doing a service, so it will have to be $40. So $40 for the consultation and to be into the mentor program that I am setting up. Mentor program will also be accountability and to help you and guide you with your business. There's different phases, there's different parts of it, and that is something that I'll go over a little later. And I'm also going to set up the membership part of my YouTube so that if anyone wants to be a part of it, they can be a part of it and not have to come online. When registering as a LLC, would you suggest to do so now, so late in the year, or wait till January? You don't have to wait any specific time. You get it done when as soon as possible, because that's the best thing to do, is to start as soon as possible and start processing it. I don't think it matters what time of year you get your LLC. It just matters if you just do it. Just do it. Don't procrastinate on it. Just do it. I need help setting up my Facebook page and an Instagram page. Can you help me set them up from creation to finish? Sure, it's $40 for consultation fee, and I can definitely help you with that, Salita. When will the mentor program start? You are in that, Brittany. I'm gonna add you guys. I think it's like 6 or 7 of you. I'm gonna add you guys to the private group this week, and we will talk about the goals that we had set, the homework that you're supposed to do, and all of the above. Uh, all right, Salita. All right. Any other questions before we go? And I will definitely, yeah, the next time I will be on here will be Sunday. Can I also be a soul? No. LLC. LLC. Yes, Brittany. You was on here with me, weren't you? Everyone who was on here with me that I did sessions with, you're automatically going into the mentorship program with me, because we are going to conquer all of those things that we spoke about. So when we spoke about your goals and what you needed to do for your homework, that's what you're going in there, so that we can make sure that you do it, you did it, and it's working. Like, did you do your homework? Did you do anything that we discussed? And that's what we're going to talk about when we get into the mentorship program. That way that in the 30 days, we can see if it worked. So everyone knows. So when I do my website, you guys are going to do a testimony, right? So you know that it worked. If anything that I helped you with, it worked. Okay, so if there's no more questions, I am going to go. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of my gladiators. I appreciate you all. I really do. Thank you so much for the super chat. So next time, Sunday, when I do my podcast on here, actually, I think I'm gonna be on here before Sunday. Yeah, I decided. Someone asked me to do a graph on here, so I'm gonna do a graph, and I'm gonna do it on here live. So I'm gonna be on here. So super chats will be up. Thank you for my super chat, Busy Bee, and Busy Bee, Busy Peach, Busy Y Peach. Thank you for my super chat. I appreciate you. And anyone else who would like to give a thumbs up, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And the next time we do a super chat, I'm going to have some thingies up there so that when you get a super chat, you're going to make some things happen. I already ordered it. I'm so excited. And yeah, I'm just so excited. I can't wait. I just cannot wait. And then I can't wait to show you how great those ladies are doing. I can't wait to see that the when they tell me how many customers they're getting and how much money they're making. I'm so excited. I'm excited. So you guys have a good night, and I will see you sometime this week when I graph like a diva, and you're gonna watch me graph like a diva. Have a good night. Oh, next time you see me, my hair will be done too. I'm excited.